Do you live in the South of the United States but hate slavery? Well, you would have been called a scallywag, which started as a term of just mischievous little kids and then eventually became a term for people that were against the cause during the Civil War. Blather means foolish, and skite is a contemptible person, so blatherskite is basically a person that's talking nonsense. When Mexicans were coming to the South United States during the mid-19th century, they were doing a lot of manual labor jobs like greasing axles or being car mechanics, and hence they started being called greasers. Teddy Roosevelt called journalists muckrackers after he read it in Bunyan's Pilgrim's Progress. I guess that's a book. The journalists actually liked this apparently because, I don't know, I guess they felt like they were actually mucking filth, and so it caught on. In World War I, apparently the soldiers from America were called doughboys. And I'm not really sure why, neither does GPT, but let's see if Google knows. Google doesn't exactly know either, but the speculation is that they looked doughy because of the dust on their uniform or because the buttons on their uniform looked like little blobs of dough. Soap Dodger is literally what it sounds like. It's just a hippie that was in Britain, and so they were called soap dodgers. One of the cheapest bags back after the Civil War was a carpet bag. Literally, a carpet was sewn with two handles on it and it made a bag. So people showing up to the South with their carpet bags were called carpetbaggers, and they were seen as opportunists that were just in the South for the political and economic advantage. A coxcomb was a guy that was obsessed with faction, and it's literally because of a coxcomb. This thing on top of the rooster's head is called the comb, and it's basically this sign of elegance. Nene was an English word for fool, simpleton, or silly person. It just kind of sounds childish, so I guess it just caught on. If you take a raggy muffin, you get ragamuffin. And this was an English beggar, and they just look like a raggy muffin, I guess. It's that simple. And just so you know, a clanker made that list. A dirty clanking tin-skin bob! I think you need context. Clanker is the latest racial slur, and it's a racial slur against AI. Clanker, tin-skin, oil greaser, Bob stands for bucket of bolts. Anyways, that's all. Bye-bye.